This message is brought to you by Public Health, Seattle and King County, the Washington Department of Health, Washington Chapter, AAP, and Within Reach. No matter where your classroom is, whether in person or online, routine vaccinations protect your child from serious diseases like measles, mumps, and chickenpox, and they keep your child safe, healthy, and thriving. Need help finding a provider? Visit parenthelp123.org or call the Help Me Grow Washington hotline at 1-800-322-2588.
Wash your hands, don't touch your face, wipe things down, clean up your space. When you cough and sneeze, do responsibly. If you feel you're getting ill, isolate at home and chill. No, you're not alone. Please pick up your phone and call 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Health 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Health Community Radio Station will provide you with more information. Say Rainier Avenue Radio. Your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Would you like to see when your favorite Rainier Avenue Radio show comes on? Check out our show schedule, updated weekly at rainieravenue.world.
Rainier Avenue Radio. Hey, Bawsule Outlet.
Hey.
Hustlers and bustlers. What's poppin'?
What's up, sis?
Nothing. Ooh, this camera got me looking all types of crazy.
Right, I'm like, let me clear mine up. Okay.
Yeah. I just got out the shower, so my hair is wet. But anyway, welcome to Bawsule Outlet. Host Ebony, host Tiffany, aka.
Hey.
So we have same special guest coming on, which is Tony, all the way from Texas. Is Tony on? Oh, she rocking the boss hat. Okay.
Okay, now you giving us something different today. I see you.
That's all right. I got something different next time too.
She had transition. She went from Ain't Your Mama to pigtails to the boss hat.
Come on now.
All right. You have to grow up, you know.
or not.
Yeah, that's true. Just being like a butterfly, you know.
Right.
Yes. Looking beautiful. So welcome, Tony. So today's topic is going to be insecurities, because we all got them.
Right.
We need to address that. What do you feel like your insecurity is, or men's insecurities? Not just necessarily ours, but you know, our significant others, or just men in general.
Is it me?
Yeah, I was gonna say who you said my. Okay, yeah. Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you, Tony.
Oh, I got to start the party. Okay, so this is my personal.
You DJing tonight.
Oh, okay. So my personal insecurity or people's personal insecurities?
Yours and what you think people's are.
Let me see. My insecurity would be sometimes I think the way I love, I would like to see other people love me. And sometimes it does not happen that way. And so do I stop being my authentic self that's loving, or do I accept people as they are? So I had to learn how to find that balance, because sometimes people don't know how to love you like you know how to love yourself, and they never experience that kind of love. So I had to learn not to be so sensitive, you know, to people, because sometimes people have not experienced what you have at all. You know, they've been through hostile things. They have backstabbers. You know, we joke about alley cats and, you know, disloyal friends, you know, disloyal partners, you know, all kinds of trauma. So I had to learn that I can't expect people to treat me like I want to be treated, but I do know you have to teach people how to treat you, because if not, they'll run all over you like a Mack truck.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Now,
so hey, Batter Body. So
hey, Acacia, welcome, boo.
Yes. So my question to you, Tony. So when you are in like a rocky relationship, and and that man made you feel insecure, right? And so you built all these insecurities being in that relationship. Do you bring it into the next relationship?
Oh no.
Like women do that in general, that they just bring on the extra luggage and they can mess up possibly a good relationship by doing things like that?
No, you know, when I was younger, you know, when we're younger, we do dumb things. You know, you get in an argument, you trying to stop the person from going out the door. No, we need to talk about it. Then that just escalate things. So I had
somebody from going out the door, because I'm gonna be like, nigga, bye.
Yeah, but
that
you know,
I ain't about to stop nobody.
But I was thinking, what happens? Something happened to them. You know, they die or run and get in an accident.
Then they ass shouldn't have ran out the door.
Well, I guess that's my sensitive being self. That I'm a little nicer.
Right.
I'm not about to say, wait a minute, boo-boo. I'm sorry. Come on back. Let's figure this out. It was my bad.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen.
Well,
if you felt the need to go out of that door, don't let the door hit you where the good Lord sent you. Goodbye.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I just learned from going from relationship to relationship, you should take time. I hate to see that someone just broke up in a relationship, say tonight, and then a new relationship tomorrow. And
no,
people do this all the time.
To heal.
No,
I don't. They're using one man to get over another man. That's what that is.
No, I don't agree with that, because the only reason I don't agree with that statement is because they could have checked out of that relationship a long fucking time ago and could have been dealing with somebody else already. So just because they got out of the relationship yesterday and they're in one today, they could have already had that going on.
That's different, because you already had a pre-relationship going on. So that's different. But we're talking about if you ain't had no pre-relationship.
Okay.
Fucking with nobody. And then, you know, you just get out of it because you was really obligated and committed and sincere with this guy and loyal. And then, you know, you break up for whatever indifferences. And then next week you're with somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay. That can be different. Okay.
Yeah. And I can see
if it's like, nah, you've been fucking around, like,
hello, welcome.
So, you know, and you already messing with somebody, then no, the transition has already taken place.
That part.
You're already checked out. But
you already checked out.
But I see people do it all the time. They scared to be by themselves, so they go from person to person. I mean, there's a difference. It's a difference between getting booty and there's a difference with going into a relationship. Now, if you just get booty to relieve some stress or whatever, fine, cool, do your thing. But you should not be getting in nobody's whole relationship until you heal, because it goes into my point about people want to create mountains out of molehills. And the reason I say that statement is because your butt did not heal. You're bringing that baggage to the next relationship. You are picking fights because something triggered you from your past relationship. You did not heal. You go into the new relationship, and the other person might have said boo, and you going off. And I just think you have to do the work to take time to heal, so you can know right from the beginning, you know, this is a trigger. Identify, communicate, and say, hey, I don't like this. And if that person don't want to fix it, then you could get out of that relationship before you get in so deep. So you have to do the work.
Oprah.
I'm sorry. I'm passionate about this stuff now, because I've done the work for about 5 years. So I'm like speaking my truth here. Vulnerable.
Yes. I mean, but it's facts though. It's facts. You were breaking it all down and people need to hear it. I mean, this ain't just healing for us over Rainier Avenue Radio. We started this so everyone knows that, they're not alone. We like to touch on subjects and topics, and you guys feel free to DM us or, speak out or text in if there's subjects that you like to talk about or want to address, because we're living this personal life. Tony and Tiffany and myself. So we're clients of, our own services. So, it's called life. So, we're being unfiltered here. So, feel free to chime in. But you're right, Tony. A lot of people do exactly what you said do, They jump in one and the other, and they haven't even really fully healed. And some people have healed. They just letting time go by because maybe they need their bills paid. And I need to figure this out. So I'm going to go ahead and just let you sit here for a minute. And, while I'm over here getting my needs pleased over here because, I'm feeling this person over here. And then when indifference separate, I'm just over here with this dude because that's where I've been all along.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the question is, how do we heal in between relationships? That's a good question.
How do we heal in between relationships? How do we show up as our best selves? Good question. Good question. So you can answer that one, Tony, and then I'm gonna chime in on the other one. How do we heal in between?
Well, I think the first thing I would do in between is to identify what did I do in the relationship. Sometimes we don't like to look at our part. We always can see everybody else's part so easy, but come on, it takes two to tango, all right? So honestly, write down or talk to yourself. As long as you're not answering yourself, you're cool. But talk to yourself and identify your weaknesses and where you went wrong. Ain't nobody in there but you in that room. And get real with yourself and say, okay, how can I do better in this? How can I be better? Because that starts the healing processes. You know what I mean? And then if you have someone that you vent with, make sure they're a positive person that's not encouraging your shenanigans. Make sure they will be real. Sometimes it's going to hurt your feelings, what they may say, but it's going to help with your healing process in between to make you stronger and be better, I feel.
Very good validation. Very good point. And I feel like, how do you heal in between relationships? Well, I am not in between a relationship, so I guess I move a little different. So I can't speak for everybody else. I'm still in a relationship. So stay tuned when I move past that relationship. I'll let you know how I healed on it. That's where I'm at with it.
Okay. Bars. Okay.
How about you, Tiff? How do you heal in between relationships?
For me,
first of all, let's slow it on down. How are you feeling today?
Today was a hard day for me.
I know. I've seen on social media.
Yeah, today was a hard day. So I am first of all, hold on. Let me shout out Rainier Avenue Radio. Shout out Daniel. Thank you for continuously, again, every Tuesday, 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, opening up this platform. You guys tune in, tag people, let people know. Again, like Ebony said, subjects, anything you guys want to hear us talk about, we are an open book. If you have been with us since episode 1, you will see how I got CC the scientist. You will see how I got my name. So there is literally no subject that we're not willing to talk about. But again, shout out to Daniel, Rainier Avenue Radio. Check out the platforms: Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Again, thank you, Daniel. We absolutely love and adore you.
Thank you.
No, for me, I'm not in the best headspace that I typically am in.
Yeah, the devil's been attacking you lately.
Oh, like a motherfucker. Like a mother. I'm so over it. But for me, I will say, my last relationship, I had already checked out. I was checked out like 2 years before my marriage even ended. I was already checked out. So for me, I just started. She says, "CC the scientist." Yes, please go back and look at that first episode and see how I got that name. It is hilarious. But for me though, what I had already checked out only because, like they say, there's two people in a relationship, but a relationship is not going to work if only one person is putting in all the work. So of course, nobody is innocent. Everyone has their faults. I think my thing that I fucked up is I should have left sooner, honestly.
Yeah.
I tend to.
Did you see the signs?
Oh, the signs were there, and I tend to. I don't know why, but I tend to be a fixer. Like that's just how I am. Like I really can be very mean. You know, I have, of course, like my mean streak. I am a true Virgo, but I can definitely, it's hard for me to say no. Like I'm more of a, let me try to squeeze it in and I'll make it work or I'll figure it out. And that's just how I was. And so for me, I had already checked out, literally, when I tell you probably about 2 years, maybe more, but like literally checked out. It was one of those situations where it was like, look, this is you. I can't keep trying to do this by myself. So
yeah.
But I feel like everyone has their methods on what works for them in their own healing process. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people were telling me that. I was hearing that so much. I started getting annoyed when people start saying, you need to heal. And I was like, bitch, I'm not broke. You know, I was getting to the point to where I'm like, if you guys truly know me, you know, I have checked out a long time ago. So for me, it wasn't like I didn't need to heal from shit. I needed to get out of that situation way sooner. I shouldn't have waited 10 years. It should have been more like a year, to be honest with you. I should have checked out
10 years of enduring that.
I should have checked out 9 years ago. But that's my situation. You know, you just know when something just isn't gonna work. And so for me, that's what it was for me. But I would say if we jump back on topic, as far as insecurities for me. I think insecurities for me that I deal with personally is my body. My body. Cancer fucks me up, you know, and I talk about cancer all the time.
Now we getting real. Break it down, Tiffany.
Cancer fucks me up. Like, I mean, I was like in my best. I had just lost like a shit ton of weight and I was at my best. You can tell me shit. And then cancer hit me and set a bitch down. And the physical, what it physically does to you. Oh, completely.
What stage were you in cancer?
When they caught it, I was already at 3.
Oh, wow.
So you was a step away from death at 4.
Yeah, they always say between 3 and 4 because my cancer was so progressive. I went from stage 1 to 3 in less than 6 months. So my shit was, mine was super progressive, but the toll that it has on your body, for one, because personally mine was so progressive. So they had to hit me with everything at once, which if you know, for people that don't know, chemo is poison. Literally is poison. That's why
in your blood. It's like venom.
That's why your hair, that's why everything falls out. So for me, I was that person where I wouldn't even go outside and check my fucking mail unless I was in full, I always say costume, in full makeup and everything. You know, that was me. That was just who I was. My nails were always done. Feet were always done. Full make. Like that mail would sit until I took my ass. Literally, I would not go anywhere. I had to. This is just how I was. I had already set a standard for myself. Every time you seen Tiffany, she was dolled the fuck up, and you would never catch me out otherwise. You know. And so cancer humbled the fuck out of me. I've always had full lashes, full eyebrows, thick ass hair, gone. My hair does not fucking grow. That's why I got 1,000 wigs.
It hasn't grown back.
It's super fucking fine. And when I try to put braids on it, it just falls back out. It's too fine. Wow. So it's like I deal with that. That it's like, damn, I don't want to wear a wig all the damn time. My boobs, they took my titties. So I have to deal with that. The weight gain, like it's like I cannot shake the weight gain from all the steroids, from everything. You know, this was years though of things that I went through that pertain to my cancer. So for me, my insecurities is things that I was used to that you know, now it's like now I'm not married anymore, and he was there before, you know, before cancer. So I never had to worry about, like, I walk in the house and my prosthetics come off. They, you know, now it's like, but honestly, now it's like, I have to try to explain that to people. And it's like, I don't like that. So I don't like that. If I got company over, I got to keep these heavy motherfuckers on, because as soon as they come off, I literally as flat as a board. I absolutely hate it. I hate that I gotta wear fake lashes, because my eyelashes used to be fucking amazing. They looked fake. They were so amazing. I hate that I gotta draw my eyebrows in, you know, because my eyebrows,
your hair got thinned out from your eyelashes, your hair,
every fucking thing. So for me, my insecurities is my outer, and I absolutely have to accept, you know, I have to accept it because it's part of me, it's part of my journey, but I absolutely fucking hate it. And then trying to explain, I had a motherfucker that was like, just wear your hair, and tried to literally touch my wig. I was about to break his fucking fingers, because it's like, that's an insecurity that I have to deal with, and you can't talk me into this. This is not something you can talk me into, you know? So again, for me, that's mine. I've never been an insecure person. I always carry myself. This is, you know, who I am all the time.
You're beautiful, though. You are beautiful, if I may say.
Thank you, sis.
Yes,
so for me, that's where that's literally the way that I see myself. And I know it's more in here.
Mental.
You know, it's definitely more for me. You know, and people, like I said, if you don't know, when you see me out, you would never know that literally she is flat as a damn board. You know, you wouldn't know. So that's my insecure. I don't have any, but what I will say for men that I've dealt with, I can't speak on men because I don't know. I will say for men that I've dealt with, their insecurity has been me. Their insecurity has been when I'm out, who's talking to me, who's looking at me. That's what their insecurity has been. I'm over here thinking, okay, I feel like my stomach's sticking out a little too much in this, or I feel like this ain't looking right. And his ass is over here worried about who the hell is looking at me while I'm out. But that's what I run into. I run into men that are insecure about how Tiffany, you know, is, or what attention Tiffany's gonna get when she's out. And so she said, I never knew until watching your content. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I mean, I would honestly say, just this for Acacia, I would probably say, I seriously really started probably being more open about my cancer not long ago. I mean, I've been in remission for 7 years. I've probably been openly talking about it for maybe 2. Like,
well, what helped you get the confidence to talk about it, you know?
Good question.
I think for me, it needed to be told, because you have so many people that, you know, want to know your story. My story, basically, when people ask how I thought about the business and all of that, it all goes back to cancer. The reason I even started Finesse for You Boutique. So when I tell that story, it kind of automatically brings up the cancer, and then people want to know the backstory on that. And for me, I felt like the more that I talked about it, the better I got, because I used to not be able to not even say cancer without breaking down and losing my mind, versus now I can have full conversations and I'm fine. You know, it's who I am. It's what I've been through. You know, this is part of my story. This is who has molded me into who I am today. It's not me. you know, it's what I've been through, and I'm bigger than, cancer. I'm definitely bigger than this. It didn't, it tried to take a sister out, and, I'm supposed to be here, and I feel like I'm supposed to tell my story. And so I do.
That's the thing. We need more authentic stories, because people, they want to keep their stories to themselves, but you can help somebody. I mean,
absolutely.
Just to chime in, and then I would love to hear what Ebony feels. But, one of my personal insecurities has always been the battle with my weight, because, people say, oh, you're beautiful, but, or you this.
I can't stand that shit.
Yeah, they try to put the body thing on you, and and it's always been a battle. And I've gone from a size 12 to size 24. And then I found my sweet spot where I'm a 16, 18, because that's my sweet spot. But, trying to be there to make everybody happy, you got to make yourself happy.
Absolutely.
Am I happy at 16, 18? Yes, because I feel good. Of course, maybe I can get strong 16, because I'm built. I got breast, booty, and all that. But you got to feel secure for yourself, because people drive you crazy.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, if you got a problem about my weight or something, then get to stepping. You ain't got to be
That's your problem. That's your problem. It's definitely I look at that too. It's like, this is something you are dealing with. You know what I mean? I don't push your insecurities on me. I'm gonna need for you to handle you. Like, I know what I'm dealing with. I'm not pushing that on you. I mean, if we going to eat, damn it, Tiffany's eating. I'm not pushing salads, and that's not me. You know what I mean? This is who I am. I'm always going to be 100% authentic, and you love it, or you or I don't give a fuck. You love it, or it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? You love it, or I don't give a shit. I don't. But I think that's one thing when we're dealing with our own insecurities, is to watch out for those ones that like to attack that insecurity and then try to make you feel even worse. Those ones that you can talk to and tell shit to, and then they turn around and get an attitude, or, one of those motherfuckers that you shared shit with, and then they get mad, and now all of a sudden they're attacking you with what you've privately shared.
Exactly. And that's another topic, but go ahead.
My insecurity is,
because I hate that crap, man. But go ahead, Ebony. Let me get started. Ooh,
my insecurity is vulnerability. That's my insecurity.
Okay.
Being vulnerable, because that's why I don't have many friends, or I don't surround myself around them, because I'm that friend that will go all out for you. I'm that friend, if I got $10, you can have it. Where are you trying to move to? Like, one girl, I've been knowing her. She's like, oh, I like living in Puyallup. I'm like, okay, why don't you move out here? She's like, but I don't have the money to. How much you need? Gave her like $2,500 first and last into an apartment.
Right.
And then,
we lost it, but I see that we're almost up to our time. I don't know if you want to close this out, Tiffany.
We still got 2 minutes?
Yeah, okay.
What did Daniel say? Did you see?
That's time. He got saying that's time in the notes.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys, thank you again for joining us. I'm not sure what happened with Ebony's connection, but thank you guys.
Right here. I don't know what happened.
Oh, okay. Daniel's saying it's time, we got to go.
Okay, so stay tuned for next week. This was a deep subject today. We probably want to kind of pick it back up next week.
Absolutely.
Didn't get to finish it. It's a hot topic called insecurities that we all have. Okay, we all have insecurities. So make sure you tune in next Tuesday at 10 o'clock. We'll have Tony. We'll have CC up in the house, and Coochie Yonic up in the house. So thank you for joining our platform, and we love you. And check out Boutique, and definitely check out Yonic V-Spa and Battle Body. She's now in Seattle. Grand opening.
Yes, in Belltown. Absolutely. Well, we love you guys. Thank you again, Tony, Daniel. We will see you guys next week. Have a good one.